0 Opara Port 3, Small Adoki 2, and then Georgia, Sariko 2, and Solomon 1, 1. Also, we could do what you would have for Elime, Wellington, Sariko 1, Lolo, Oponde, Tortu, Pira, Egema, Arnold Dennis, Chimizi Onko Eshi, and Office Kabang, and 4 of the lawmakers spoke before the House.
I am effective with all progressive problems. Mr. Speaker, that is my dilemma. The bill is factors on me.
Also expressed concerns over continuous delay by Governor Similar present a list of commissioners for screening. The Speaker says the Governor's Act is a breach of the Constitution.
What the media has just done is to draw the attention of this House once again to the fact that upon the time enabled by President, this House by resolution once again remind the governor to do the law and do the needful. When December, the governor has not considered his Assembly Council the way he should, and this is truly in violation of the 1999 Constitution as amended. Distinguish this, we thank the majority leader for reminding us the House will be needful when we think it is necessary and when we think to proceed on this particular matter.
The judge to the defection of 70 members of the River State House of Assembly to the APC followed process, seeking to a correspondent, Mr. Okocha, claimed the State House of Assembly to the APC followed process, seeking to a correspondent, Mr. Okocha, claimed that the party leadership at the ward, local government, state and national levels was fully aware of the lawmakers' decision. He noted that the 17 lawmakers, including the Speaker, Martin Ali, who left their former party due to the internal crisis rocking the PDP. Okocha, who was present at the Annual Chamber of the River State House of Assembly to receive them, assures that the APC under his leadership will provide and privileges due to Okocha, Senator Ita Enang, former Imo State First Lady, Hakim, and former Minister of Interior and former Chief of Mistar Abdurrahman Dembazao as non-career ambassador. Their names were absent from the earlier batch of ambassadorial nominees released by the presidency. Tinubu's latest nominations were conveyed in a letter read on the floor of the Senate by Party during Thursday's plenary. But in the meantime, Public Affairs Analyst Ocho has raised concerns over some of the individuals nominated as ambassadors by the federal government. Speaking on Champs television, Ocho said where people with criminal records or those currently facing persecution are included on the list. He stressed that such individuals should not represent Nigeria on the international stage. He alleged that the list appears to serve as compensation for political allies, particularly those who have worked closely with the president belong to the ruling party.
The Council of Federal Meeting was made up over 3,000. And I recall that there was an announcement some people crying out in the media that the work you are not giving us anything for the good job we did and showing you as president. The president said, calm down. It's obviously patronage. It's about compensation for those who work for you.
Although they criticized the nomination process, saying it lacked due diligence and sensitivity.
With those who are in charge of preparation of the issue, have ensured that whether a career or non-career ambassadors who are alive and that nothing has changed from the initial position. Because for the first part of this and
new foreign envoys at the State House in Abuja. This was disclosed as a statement signed by Special Advisor to the President on Information Strategy by Onaga. The envoys comprising 70 ambassadors, 4 high commissioners were received during a ceremony at the Council chamber, where the President blends Nigeria's readiness, strengthen bilateral ties, and deepen engagement across sectors. All away from diplomatic moves, there is a serious worry in their community, kind of governor of River State, because another has happened just 5 months after the first one. A team that decided earlier confirmed that the first spill happened months ago, but community leaders said the company not properly closed the oil wellhead, and that is why crude oil is spilling again. Tarantula Obea, Logi Ewa, told our correspondent in Buruai that the new spill is big. He blamed the company operating the oil well for failing to fix the problem since the first incident.
I don't talk fire. They claim we can't release prayers. I don't do that away. Just for them to come and do the every day. Now it don't blow off. That is for we come and solve this problem. The things are increasing every day. The whole community are polluted. All our farmland, all the river, the water, the air, everything are polluted. People are sick and dying.
The leader of the community, Petaba Denosin, also said that as soon as they noticed the first spill, they informed the company, but up till now, the company has not responded. He warned people in the community to stay away from the spill area for their safety.
Since that took place in the house, and the thing I became recorded as options since I collected to the bigger one the young was Monday. The company told me they will respond to come and do send their faculty to come access and do what they want to do. They don't want to do it. And I called the manager, they said they can long last night and this morning this happened.
It was because many local oil companies are taking on work.
It was not because the Indian companies have just bought more of liability than asset. That's why you see escalation in oil spillages.
In Oshiko area, he called on Nostra to quickly carry out a joint investigation before the situation becomes dangerous.
In Abuja,
a joint investigation before the situation becomes dangerous.
In Abuja, we are also getting reports of massive gas leaks in the city. It's at particular spots on the river and it's bubbling, and it puts the community on the cake of gunpowder. The medical incident, especially the IT, is at particular spots on the river and it's bubbling, and it puts the community on the cake of gunpowder. The medical incident, especially the IT,
empowering VIO from stopping the imposing fines. To stay with us. Vehicle inspector officers prompting calls for the state government to investigate their activities. Several private car owners in Port Harcourt accused the VIO of luring drivers to their offices, premises, and imposing heavy fines. Speaking to a correspondent from Naya Oberend, with motorists questioned why VIO officials appeared to focus mainly on private vehicles while allowing imposing rates to road users. The motorists said they were fined, amount ranging from 32,000 naira to 47,000 naira.
So why do you go for private force? This is the other negative. And I say no. And I noticed that all these big roads and these buses, this was just because of little spots holding me. You see something and then the neighbors are moving. They tricked me. That's the one that pissed me the most. And like speak to me nicely on the road. And at most, and like speak to me nicely on the road. And they didn't
Most people they deployed Nigeria immediately. All those movies were photos and then so the name most people they deployed Nigeria immediately. All those movies were photos and then so what happened? They said I'm going to win. I told the phone on the what happened? They said I'm going to win. I told the phone on the buyer. Think I'm not going to go to the office. And there's something they want to give the office. They just treat me on the want your phone body and put inside the buyer. Think I'm not going to go to the office. And there's something they want to give the office. They just treat me on the want your phone body and put inside. Come back and say 4,000 naira. What happened? Talk about price extinguisher this and that. But you didn't tell us. Let them try this is they're doing on commercial vehicles. That would be every day they're actually doing what?
Responding to the allegations, the head of the IO in River State, Muonyili said commercial vehicles are also impounded buses to avoid stranding passengers.
That is not true. The commercial vehicle every time. That is not true. The commercial vehicle every time they carry passengers. Now, if you they let these passengers suffer from the from the city, it's really that applies this something to this innocent passenger. They don't know about the state of the vehicle. That is why when passengers are in the vehicle, we try to do that concession.
Bottom fines are paid into private accounts rather than government account, with POS payments made to favor without receipts. Now, one motorist said he specifically requested an account to make a transfer payments made to favor without receipts. Now, one motorist said he specifically requested an account to make a transfer and was given the account to go make payment at the bank, allegedly in an attempt to frustrate him into paying through POS.
And at the end, they gave me 47,000 naira bill to pay, but they did not issue me with a receipt. Others paying as well, other people were paying. I was also surprised that they didn't ask me to go to a bank and pay. I paid cash down in their office there, carrying a lot of cash. They should investigate options. They are not giving us better as if government account number. It's actually the bank number. They were able to give the government account number transactions. They are not giving us better as if government account number. It's actually the bank number. They were able to give the government account number transfer to the bank so that I was processing that people POS. And then cannot pay cash then we do want to. So when you pay then there's a sticker. They'll give you a sticker. Then I will give them authorized to come back and say,
however, the legal side shifted this week because of appeal in Abuja has a judgment of a federal high court. The Directorate of Traffic Services, also called VIO, from further stopping, hounding, or confiscating vehicles below, and imposing fines on tourists. In a unanimous judgment, a three-member panel of the appellate. A three-member panel of the appellate court resolved the three issues identified for determination and compared to the Directorate of Road Traffic Services. Justice Nkoye Maha of the Federal High Court law empowered the VIO to stop, impound, confiscate, seize, impose fine of the VIO to stop, impound, confiscate, seize, impose fine on motorists for any form of violation. That should follow the fundamental right enforcement suit motorists for any form of violation. That should follow the fundamental right enforcement suit which was filed by Africa Marshall. Now, the president of the Admiralty Lawyers Society of Nigeria, Angus Ifechukwu, says government is now working to fix the long overlooked problems of revamping the Eastern Port blueprint for a buoyant blue economy. He said plans are being developed to fully achieve the country's blue economy goals.
We are dealing with the issue of revamping the Eastern Port, which is lying tomato. We are dealing with sundry issues. Everything that would enable Nigeria to achieve a buoyant blue economy in a record time. We are working out the strategies and the model. That's what it takes to be a major maritime hub in the world.
Obia also urged government to set up a committee transform the River State Port. He noted that it is one of the oldest in Nigeria and has great potential to boost economic growth.
The first thing that the government should do is to take a cue from Akwa State and Bayelsa State. Marine Blue Economy Ministries. And truly, the State should be in the lead. Of that, because this is not one of the other spots. The state should, as of necessity and urgency, create a new blue economy. It doesn't need a law of the create an institution or an institute that will win as towards achievement of a buoyant blue economy.
In his remarks, former Nigerian Navy officer George Alili called on advocating lawyers to unite and push for the development of a deep seaport eastern region. He said this will shorten the movement of goods. And reduce the need for heavy dredging.
For the lawyers to come together and insist that deep sea port is actualized. It's very essential. That will serve the eastern seaboard, which should become now the answer time. But the eastern seaboard should become now the answer time for transit now be shorter to the other ports. In addition to the fact that we can begin to develop rail to move those things to the markets where they are at.
The Attorney General of Muonyili, Dimi Bada, against the Attorney General Rachel Latifah-Wemi in relation to the dispute over the withheld actions due to local government in the state. In a split decision of 6 justices to 1, the Apex Court held that the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice has no legal right to have instituted the case on behalf of 30 and were inaugurated are the right persons who can sue directly. Justice Mohammed Idris, who read the legal judgment, held that the federal government was wrong in withholding the government fund, adding that the action was in breach of the 1990 Constitution. In entertainment, Afrobeat singer Skid and Asake has confirmed a monumental joint. In entertainment, Afrobeat singer Skid and Asake has confirmed a monumental joint EP. The project is titled Real Volume 1. It is scheduled to drop this December. In sports, Nigeria's captain William Troost football days after he was included in the provisional squad for AFCON.